The Excel is just the perfect charter platform. The payload, the cabin size, our customers really love it. You know, it's just a great aircraft for charter.
We can hold more passengers than our light jets. The Excel gives a little bit more room for those passengers and their luggage to spread out a little more distance so they can go from Indianapolis to Florida nonstop, no issues.
The engines came up for hot section inspections, and there was a little bit of lead time on the parts from Pratt & Whitney, so we decided this was the perfect time to put it down and go ahead with the G5000 install.
The G5000 in the charter world opens up a number of avenues for us as an operator due to its reliability as well as maintainability. Garmin technical support is fantastic and world-renowned as one of the best software companies or avionics manufacturers out there. All of our aircraft currently are equipped with legacy Honeywell equipment. That equipment's all getting older, it's tired, and getting things fixed or repaired is becoming cumbersome and costly.
We're starting to have a lot of issues with reliability with the older avionics that's no longer repairable, obsolete. It costs a lot to get it fixed or move up to the next upgraded dash number of part. So it became to where it's almost something you have to do.
So to take the airplane out of service right now was a bit of a hindrance on our operation, but we were having a lot of mechanical issues with the system that was already in the aircraft. So we were already going to have unexpected downtime. I'd rather put the airplane down and get it fixed so it's operational and ready to go, and not have to put it down in the middle of a flight where then we have to find a broker option to cover our passengers. There's not a lot of options out there for other operators to provide supplemental lift.
Well, we've been thinking about it for a long time, and we wanted to do it already. We'd made up our mind to do it. You know, the engine's coming up on hot section, and kind of the supply chain issues we're having right now was going to lengthen the downtime for this hot section. And we knew it was time to do it, and so we just went for it. We're also going to be doing interior. The interior was ready for refurbishment, and as you can see, it needs a paint job too, so it's going to be getting brand new paint when we're done here with avionics.
The Excel with the G5000 follows a lineage in ease of pilot usability. They started it out back in the day as a simple features. As the products have expanded over the years, it's made it easier for each individual operator to tailor the specific needs of the units to their flying missions. When it comes to the Garmin 5000, it's at the top of the line. You add a lot of different features with CPDLC, traffic, uplink weather, downlink weather through the XM, interfacing with the weather radar, autopilot features. It just makes it an all-around better, more safe and efficient package. LPV approaches and the synthetic vision will open up more airport opportunities for us to travel to. All of our aircraft currently in our fleet are only capable of LNAV, VNAV approaches, which have a higher approach minimum. With the LPV, we can typically fly essentially down to ILS minimums, plus the enhancement with the synthetic vision will give us a little bit more safety and creature comforts for the cockpit crew when you're dealing with airport environments like Telluride, Eagle, or Aspen, or mountainous terrain airports.
Having the ability to use the LPV approach, we can get into smaller airports and we can avoid the big international airports like IND or JFK or something like that. It's going to cost the passengers more money for landing fees. It'll be closer to their destination. Their car will be there waiting for them. They can get to their meeting quickly, get back to the airplane, and get on back home.
Standardization of the cockpit. Not all of the Excels that we have were all the same. Some of them had dual FMS, some of them had single. So there was a little bit of difference between the pilots when they jump between airplanes. This will make them all the same. There's all kinds of better options for safety and features that our pilots will love to have.
The passengers, they're not going to see it on their end, but they know that we have an upgraded fleet. There's going to be a higher safety standard for them as well. To have Garmin in our cockpit makes our fleet stand out. We can acquire new talent from our flight school even. The guys that are going through training through our flight school can upgrade from flying the Garmin in the SR22 to flying the Garmin in our Excels. and then they can jump into another Excel and know exactly how to use all the systems.
That is big, the efficiency. The first one's going to take a little longer, and then we're going to get better and better and better with our speed by the time we get to the fourth one. So doing them back to back to back is the perfect thing to do.
Having the reliability of the aircraft will help the charter operation tremendously. There's nothing worse than a client showing up and there's a mechanical issue with the airplane. Then you're scrambling to try and get them a backup airplane to get them on their way to their destination, or you're having to cancel the flight altogether.
Garmin, their products are so reliable, you barely ever have to repair them. When you do, the pricing is so fair. It's very reasonable repair cost, easily upgradable through software. One great thing about Garmin is they actually publish the flat rate pricing for repairs of your units, so you know what it's going to cost. There's no surprises. The Garmin warranty on this product is 3 years. 3 years, not having to worry about spending $100,000 because a display goes out. I've been looking at the core costs on the currently installed units. One I looked at today, the core cost was $458,000 to, if your core was bad when you send it in for repair. With Garmin, you don't have to worry about that. They've got exchanges readily available, and the exchange prices aren't much more than the repair fees if you were to send yours out. So the speed, if you do ever have to have one replaced, you can have it in a day's notice and be back up and running. We have been a Garmin service center for several decades now. We love the products. We own a G1000 STC for the Twin Commander. We service the Embraer fleet that has the G1000 and the G3000s. So we just love the product. And this is the perfect airplane to turn into a Garmin aircraft.